Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Rada Creator, coming back with another one. So today, the I almost want to say the main and probably only reason I pulled up is to pay tribute to the amazing, um, iconic, incomparable Mr. Lou Gossett Jr. Okay, he was an amazing actor, an amazing man. We were discussing. I found out about him transitioning. So let me say this: a legendary king has transitioned yesterday. Um, and I just feel like he should be remembered. And for the people that don't know who he is, allow me to just put my little 2 cents in. So I found out yesterday that this king transitioned. Um, so it did happen yesterday, but I was on a live and I found out just in conversation. And it shocked me. I don't know why, but certain legends, certain icons, I don't know, you just look at them as invincible or that they're never going to go. I don't know why it would be shocking, but he lived a beautiful, full life. He done everything he wanted to do, traveled the world, won Oscars, and I forgot what the other thing. Did he win an Oscar and a Tony? No, an Oscar and an Emmy. Well, hold on, let me find out. Let me ask him. Was it an Oscar and an Emmy, y'all? Let me see if my ancestors met. But he won Oscars and Emmys, and I think it was Emmys. I don't think it was a Grammy, even though the man could sing. If would have been given a chance, he would have won a Grammy too because he could sing. He was a well-rounded man. He was a man of many talents, a multifaceted man. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna read my article on him. I'm trying to find my stuff with my answers. I don't know where in the world I done put where's my ancestors? They got to be somewhere around here. I don't hear them either. Oh no, I done left them somewhere. So, so anyway, let me finish with my live. So, let me see if I can pull up something and read a little something about him. I don't want to be tarnishing his image, but so I'm gonna read positive things. Um, so an officer and a gentleman and root star Lou Gossett Jr., Louis Gossett Jr., transitioned at the age of 87. All right. So Lou Gossett Jr., Oscar winner and groundbreaking root star, has died at the age of 87. But I don't say died because there's no such thing as death. We transition. Our bodies are the only thing. The thing that encases our spirit, encases our spirit, is the thing that dies. The spirit lives on. It transitions to other planes, atmospheres, dimensions. It never dies. So now, um, has died at the age of 87. While no cause of death has yet been revealed, his nephew told the Associated Press Friday that the officer and gentleman actor died Thursday night in Santa Monica. Oh wow! So when I heard about it, we was under the impression, and it's even marked in like the history books as if it happened yesterday, when really we just got the news yesterday. So it's supposed to be that he transitioned on 3/28, not 3/29. But if you look it up, you'll see it says 3/29, which is weird. They better fix that. So anyway, it is with our heartfelt regret to confirm our beloved father passed away this morning. We would like to thank everyone for the condolences at this time. Please respect the family's privacy during this difficult time, his family said in a statement. Um, Let me see if it's. I want to make sure I don't say nothing that, because every article they always got to drag your dirt in there, and I don't really want to do that. It's not a time for that. It's a time for remembering a king, a giant, a legend. So, Gossett was the first African American to score a Supporting Actor Academy Award in 1983 for an officer, and was also an Emmy winner. Did I say Emmy? I think I said Emmy. Don't give me the line now. That's what I meant to say. He got an Oscar and an Emmy for the 1977 miniseries Roots. The Brooklyn native has had a plethora of esteemed acting credits to his name, including being on Broadway for the plays A Raisin in the Sun, Tambourines to Glory, and the Zulu and the Zeta or Zida. I wish I seen that. I'm gonna go look that up to see what that's about. I like stuff like that, so I want to see what that's about. And that's I wonder if that's what made him start dressing a certain way, and because at a time, oh, there we go. I done found my answers. so, so at a time, he started he started dressing African, wearing dashikis. I remember he went through this I almost want to say he stayed like that for a long time. That's what he was on. I almost want to say maybe he went on a spiritual journey and came out with his appreciation with Africa. I wonder if his play, the Zulu and the Zeta or Zeta, is it Zeta? Yeah. So the Zulu and the Zeta, I wonder if that is the reason, that is that what played the biggest part in the way that he conducted himself and him dressing like that. I wonder. Very interesting. Somebody said yes. I don't know if he said yes, but one of the ancestors or God said yes. That is something that played a big role in it. So that's amazing. That's interesting to learn. So on the small screen, he had roles on TV series such as Boardwalk Empire, The Jeffersons, Stargate SG-1, The Young Rebels, Iron Eagle, Watchmen. I forgot what Watchmen is about, but I literally did try to give it a try, and I seen that series. It was interesting, but it was one of those like sci-fi kind of creepy things. I just don't remember exactly what it was about, but I remember that name, and then it came on HBO, I think. So, and if not HBO, I think it was HBO, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. So, and the Mod Squad. So, also, I want to add to his credit things that people that probably do not know, but um, one of my all-time favorite, this would either be my number one or number two movie of all time. I'm not sure which one wins, but it was a mini series type thing called A Book of Negroes. So my other ultimate favorite is Slumdog Millionaire. I don't know which one wins out, uh, but they both are the same type of stories, funny enough. But it's like a love story. Now with um I'm not gonna get into Slumdog Millionaire because it's not about that. Now Lou Gossett, now did he made this into a mini series. I don't know if he directed it. Did he direct it? Did he direct A Book of Negroes? No. But he made it, he was responsible for making it into a series. And I remember it was like a certain amount of days event at the time. And I don't know if it was on BET. It could have been on regular TV at the time when it came out. So I'm just gonna give you a kind of synopsis, but it's a love story. So it was about this little girl named Aminata. Her name Aminata Giallo. So she lived in Africa. I can't remember. I know she lived right off the coast of something, but don't give me the line about the actual country. It could be Cape Town. It could be something else. I don't know. Don't give me the line. So anyway, so was it Cape Town? No, no, no. Okay, okay. But if I heard it, I would know it. But I don't want to go through trying to speculate and be wrong. So anyway, She lived on the coast of Africa or whatever. And so her father, what happened to her mom? Her mom wasn't around? No. So her mom, I don't know if her mom passed away in the movie, but her mom was not around. That's what I remember. Her dad raised her, and her dad like almost try to train her to be tough. Almost, I want to say tough as a man is capable of being. He did not raise her like a woman. He raised her to know she's strong enough and tough enough to take on a man if need be. He used to I don't know why he did this, but it was useful in the end. But he used to blindfold her and say, find your way home. Find your way. She's like, what? Like, he put a blindfold on her and he's like, listen to the sounds, Aminata, and find your way home. And that's what she did. She listened to the sounds, found her way home, and stuff like that, or whatever. So he used to like just train her almost like she was a little warrior and stuff. It was really beautiful. I like that part too. So anyway, um, so at this time, I guess it was supposed to be the slave trade was coming. People from Africa, it was showing the dynamic of that. People from Africa were kidnapping citizens in Africa, um, and I guess putting them on slave ships and selling them off to people um, overseas. So anyway, right? Hers, I think they sold her off to the UK. Was she always in the UK? Was that what it was about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, they sold her off to, I think it was the UK. They sold her off to Europe and had her all over different places or whatever. So something happened one day. She was with her father, and I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that part. But she was with her father, and these people was coming up on her father. He told her, get back, Aminata. And then so she got in the forest or whatever, like almost like camouflage in the forest. And the dad was fighting off these people. We didn't know who they was. They just came like trying to jump him. They they took her father's life, and then she was trying to fight them, but they took her too. And it wasn't just her. I don't remember. I think the father's wife. I think they took the father's wife. Was that the father's wife? No, it was this woman that didn't like her. But long story short, anyway, so it was people, other people from her village that they took and kidnapped. It's almost like people that lived there served them up because these people will wait for these people to cross this path that everybody has to cross this path, kind of, and they would corner them and kidnap them. So anyway, so so they put them on this ship or whatever, and it was this little boy that was helping the quote unquote slave catchers, slave traders, whatever you want to call them, because these was African people controlling this boat and seeing that these people get overseas and all this, right? So this little boy was with them. Now his name was Shakota. So he when he seen Aminata, I almost want to say he was a goner as soon as he seen her. So she was like, he kept trying to talk to her. And she like, I don't talk to you. You with them. I don't talk to criminals. And he was like, you ain't no better than them. You a slave trader, you a slave catcher, or whatever she said, yourself. I don't want to talk to you. Right? Because he was just coming up to her saying stuff like really trying to talk to her, like how a guy try to talk to a girl, and he was like, my name is Shakura, and all this. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. So, um, so long story short, this little boy did something to get himself put in slavery, to get out of working for the people, to get himself enslaved just to be with her. And they was like, Aminata probably at the most was 11. right? So she was like 11 and he was like 12, but I don't even know if she was that old. She might have been 8 and he was like 9, like that much. They was very young. So, and he got himself enslaved just to be with her. So for at first they was together, but then over the times, then everywhere, the whole moral of the story is everywhere Aminata went, Shakota showed up. It's the same thing. And what's funny is my other favorite movie, which is Slumdog Millionaire, is exactly the same premise. It's like a romantic um movie, and but it's like we're both of the movies has the same storyline. No matter where she went, he showed up because because in the Book of Negroes it was like a slave trade type of situation. They got moved around and separated a lot, but it didn't matter how far she was moved, how far he was moved, whatever, he always showed up throughout her whole entire life. From them being young ones, like, cause they was real young. At first they was together, but then something happened that got them separated. And he still showed up all throughout her life. Like he would always find her. And then he'd be like, so her back be turned, he'd be like, Aminata, Aminata Giallo. And she turned around and be like, Shakota Tiano. That's my son. That's my thing, yo. I love that movie. So I wanted to toot his horn and talk about that movie and say that that is my ultimate favorite work of his. And I'm glad he did his due diligence to put that in the limelight because I believe it's a true story. There is Tianos in the African villages, and there is Giallos. Yeah, right? Ain't that right? Shakota Tiano and I mean not the Giallo. Ain't that right? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there are these names in African history, and still now there are tribes that are still there with these names. So I'm assuming this is a true story. So, but yeah, it was like other things going on throughout the movie, but for me, the constant storyline of the movie was no matter where each other went, he would make sure to find her, no matter how many times they were separated, all throughout. And when he didn't come, she knew something was wrong. She married him and everything. But when I don't remember when it was, but one time he didn't come, she knew in her heart something was wrong. I don't remember if he was deceased or if he was like sick or something was wrong, but she was right. She knew when this man went this long without finding her, she knew something was up, and then that made her go out and find him. It was like, yo, that was so beautiful. Love, I love love like that. So anyway, that's my ultimate favorite. That's the thing I want to toot his horn on. Thank you, King, for making that. Thank you for making sure that come to the big screen. I appreciate that. So let me see if there's anything else I need to read that got to do with that. I just wanted to add my little 2 cents about that. Come on now. What's wrong with my phone? All right, let me see. So, yeah, The Mind Squad. So his elective film roles stretched over 5 decades, which saw parts in 2023's Color Purple. I didn't know that he was in the Color Purple 2023. The Punisher, The White Dawn, Toy Soldiers, Enemy Mine, The Deep, and Skin Game. Gossett was born in Coney Island in 1936 and first got a taste of acting when he started his high school productions of You Can't Take It With You. I love that. I love that title. That's a dope title because that's so true. And that's like a life lesson title. Like, no matter what you accumulate on this earth, you cannot take it with you. So you better get all you can out of this earth life because when all is said and done, you cannot take that with you. None of the money, none of your success. You can't take. I mean, you can take the memories with you, but you can't take uh, the physical things with you. So yeah. So Gossett was the first black man to win a supporting actor Oscar and I didn't know that. And an Emmy for his role in the seminal TV miniseries Roots. Okay, so was he the first black man to receive uh, an Emmy for his role in the seminal TV miniseries Roots? No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Hey, Ashley, how you been, girl? Where you been, Missy? I ain't seen you in a whole month of a bunch of month of Sundays. How you been, girly? So, how was everything going? I went looking for your channel or looking for you, and it's another woman with like your name. It's like another person with your name. I don't know who this person is, but I mean, go look up your name and see what I'm talking about because it's another person that pops up. But it's good to see you. Thank you for coming through, girl. Yes. So, where was I at about his career? So yeah, okay. It was then that his English teacher advised him to try out for a play, Take a Giant Step, a show that he earned the starring role at just the age of 17 in 1953. Gossett had been injured while playing sports at the time, and he had to stay on the sidelines, prompting him to pursue other interests. I know she light skinned. I don't know if she white, but I know she light skinned. I don't know, but and something just popped up that got to do with her on my feed. It's like instead of yours, it's hers, and I don't know, but I went looking for you, and I just to make sure that I am subscribed or still subscribed because you know how YouTube do. They be trying like they'll put you as never to get alert. Like they'll put you on never or personalized, and you don't even know this. You never switched it to that, but that's what they'll do. And that's what made me go look. And when I went to go look for your channel, I couldn't remember exactly what your channel name was. But when I went to go look, because I'm subscribed to a whole bunch of people, girl, I'll be looking forever if I try to go through my subscribe list. Like I'm subscribed to hundreds of people. So I went to try to look for I knew it was Ashley. I don't know if I knew it was Perspective. I can't remember. But when I went to look up, I think it was Perspective. When I went to look it up, it was some other lady. And it was a light-skinned lady. She could have been white. Yup. But anyway, so yeah, but now that I got it here, I could just hit on your channel and go subscribe. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, go make sure I'm subscribed and make sure that my alerts are on all because I don't know why they be doing that. They just take it upon themselves to switch your alerts to all from all to personalized or never. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yup. You still be doing your lives, girl? Just being nosy. You still be doing your lives and stuff online on YouTube? Because that I don't know. I gotta see what I looked up. Cause the lady popped up today or yesterday, uh, and it's from me looking for you. What was that? Hmm. I thought you came in the backstage. Yo, what you say? You said no, you're thinking about starting back. Yeah, you should do it. You know? And I remember you had a good amount of followers. You at least had 1,000. So you was in the realm to be able to get monetized. I remember if you didn't have 1,000, you was very close to 1,000. And I think you had more than 1,000. And so, all you gotta do is monetize your channel, go take them steps. You had all the right people in you had a lot of people that knew about this. They should have helped you. So yeah. I think you should do it. I think you should come back. I like what you had to say. Your voice is needed. Yup, I knew you had more than 1,000. Yeah, I think you should come back and your voice is needed. Everybody's voice is needed on here. I feel like it's a lane for everybody. It doesn't matter what you want to talk about. There are many of people that want to hear what you have to say. So I think you should come back. You're welcome, boo. So let me finish reading this. So he then attended New York University, declining to go on a basketball scholarship and instead concentrated on theater. Okay, they said Gossett performed on TV shows hosted by David Suskind or Suskind, Ed Sullivan, Red Buttons, Merv Griffin, Jake Parr, and Steve Allen. I'm just trying to be careful because I don't want to catch. You know how they always be trying to slander our icons, and I'm trying to make sure I don't catch nothing. I don't say nothing that is slanderous to him in his memory. I feel like that's disrespectful. Don't be giving the man a backhanded compliment. Like, don't do that. Um, so Gossett continued to hone his acting craft by studying with teacher Frank Silvera at the famed Actor Studios and becoming friends with Hollywood peers James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, Martin Lando, and Steve McQueen. I believe Martin Lando is the old head that played in Baps. Remember the old man that was dancing to Luke with Halle Berry and what's the name? I think that is Martin Lando, if I'm not mistaken. Yo, I love that man from the movie Babs. I don't care. That's my guilty pleasure. Like, I ain't ashamed of it either. I'll watch that anytime it's on. So anyway, so let me get to the next part. Come on. So in 1961, he entered Tinseltown to appear in a film adaptation of A Raisin in the Sun along Sidney Poitier, Ruby Dee, Claudia McNeil, Diane Sands, and Roy Glenn. I really would have wanted to see his version of A Raisin in the Sun. I wonder who he played. I wonder if he played that guy that got the person did. Hold up. Damn, I wish I knew who he played because it was somebody that got the main character for all his money. His mom trusted him and gave him some of her money. And this guy, I wonder if he was the guy that was talking about opening this business and he gave that guy the money and he went off with all the money. Yup. I wonder if it was him or was he the main character or was he somebody else? I wonder. So anyway, 1977's Roots broke many barriers at this time when it was released on ABC at this. Oh, wow. It was on TV. That's dope. So was the new adaptation of Raisin in the Sun, oddly enough, who was starring Diddy, the man of the hour. Okay. So anyway, uh, so Gossett played Fiddler, a slave on the plantation in 1700s, and appeared with Ben Vereen, Leslie Uggams, LeVar Burton, and John Amos. Now, I don't remember John Amos in no Roots. That's the crazy thing. But I was a kid when that was out. So anyway, oh no, it was before my time. Let me see when it came out. Yeah, it was before my time, but they must have been playing it on TV. So I guess I remember seeing it when I was a child, but I ain't understand it. I ain't know what was going on. I was too young to understand. So I just remember somebody talking about somebody named Chicken George and talking about Kunta hopped off because they cut off his leg because he tried to escape or something. It was crazy, yo. I don't even know. I don't even remember none of that. I remember people talking about it, like, but yeah. So anyway, um, let me make sure they ain't slandering my guy. All the top African American actors were asked, and I beg to be in there. He once said about the show based on author Alex Haley's book, Roots, the saga of an American story. I got the best role. I think it was wonderful. An Officer and a Gentleman became one of his most iconic roles, appearing with Richard Gere and Deborah Winger. I kind of remember that too. I kind of remember. I probably might have seen that once, so I don't know. I'm trying to make sure, yo, Kaka. So he also won a Golden Globe. Okay, so he got him a Golden Globe, he got an Oscar, and he got an Emmy. Okay, so he also won a Golden Globe as well as an Oscar for the part of gunnery sergeant Emil or Emo Foley. The Oscar gave me the ability to be able to choose good parts in movies like Enemy Mines, The Dot, and Iron Eagle, he told the author Dave Karger for his 2024 book, 50 Oscar Nights, about his golden statuette. Um, I'm going to donate this award to a library so I don't have to keep an eye on it. I need to be free of it. Wow, that's deep. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest of this alone because they was trying to say this is when they start trying to slander our king. You know how they do. This is when they start trying to slander the king. But yeah, they was just saying he was plagued with a lot of health issues for much of his life. And then they tried to start slandering him, and they said that he even caught COVID in 2020 when when that happened, and he was recovering from that. And I'm just going to leave it at that because that's when they start trying to slander our king. But now that all was said and done, what an icon, what a legendary man. This is what I do know about him. I don't know about his whole entire career, but what I do know, because people was comparing him to today's actors, but I feel like none of today's actors could even touch him, not in the least. So, because he wasn't just a phenomenal actor and a man who looked to have ownership over his things and a phenomenal director, he wasn't just those things. He was a phenomenal man. He was a person that was in the fight for justice. He was I was trying to think of the word. I can't. The word didn't slip my head right now. But a person that fought for our rights and he stood his ground on moral issues. He was one of those type of people, like how Muhammad Ali might have been a boxer and he might have been a TV personality or known to the TV world, but he was more than that. When it counted, he stood on things and he stood up for us as a people. And he took the worst type of punishment in order to do that, and he stood up on his own beliefs. He was not going to go fight a war that he has nothing to do with. So, and he don't even get equal treatment in his own country. Imagine that. And they try to bully him by drafting him, and he stood. So this is the type of person that Lou Gossett was as well, like one of them, like a freedom fighter type of equal civil rights type of fighter type of man. And it was a different type of era when he was coming up. And I just remember him standing on his own too, standing for what he believes in and not being ashamed of that. uh I was really little when he was really well known, so I don't know everything that he did, but I just remember it was some type of 60 minutes interview because my mom absolutely loved him. Like, so anything he said, did, she was with it. And I just remember him on 60 Minutes or something. He like, yeah, I smoke my weed and I do this and I do, and he ain't care. He was on. Yeah, I don't know if it was 60 Minutes or if it was what's the other one? I think it might have been 60 Minutes. I can't remember what the other one is called. The one where Diane Sawyer and them end up, and but I don't remember what it's called. But it was either that one on Channel 6 or 60 Minutes on Channel 3. So yeah, but whichever one it is, this was this prim, proper, appropriate, according to etiquette type of show. And he went on there and stood on what he believed in, and he didn't give a damn what nobody thought. And that's what I respect and love about that man. And he stood for something. He fought for people. Uh he paved the path for people. And he did not try to pave the path and step through the door and then close the door shut so nobody else could get through the door. He did not have a problem teaching people, and he was a great man, an icon, a legend, the incomparable Lou Gossett Jr., y'all. So I think that's all I really got to say when it comes to this man. Um, I think that's the only reason why I went live is to talk about him. This is what this live is about. And your presence will truly be missed, King. And you have moved the world. And we will always remember you and honor you. And now he is in the afterlife slash the heavens with our other ancestors, receiving all the praise that he never knew he had coming his way after he transitioned out of this earthly life. So he is our new ancestral angel. Thank you for everything that you contributed to the world, to the acting world, to Black people, to all people, to knowledge and to civil rights. And that's all I got to say. That's it. And that's all. And thank you for tuning in for this special. Okay. So this was only here to honor this man. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you for the people that showed up. Thank you for the people that will watch this. I appreciate you lending your time to an icon, a legend, and one of my favorite men. Okay. And just because he's not on earth does not mean that he's still not existing. Okay. And I know he got more to give. He's just giving it in the light now. That's for the people that know what I'm talking about. I don't want that to go over your heads, but he's in the light slash the heavens now, contributing there. So thank you for everybody who joined me. I appreciate your presence. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.